I don't know, one or two slightly cooler evenings, and all of a sudden the phone goes mad. They're all panicking. Morning world, welcome to Wednesday 12th of, it is October, 12th of October, and guess what, Firewood, they all want blimmin' logs, and they all want it today, not tomorrow, or the weekend, they want it today. Alright, it's maybe not quite as serious as the great British, or even worldwide, bog roll rush, where everybody thinks there's going to be none, so they're going to buy every bog roll or bag of logs I got. It's not that bad. But yeah, folks that haven't bought logs off me for years are now ringing up saying, we have a bag of logs. I said, So, you know, the thing is, we don't produce an awful lot. 120 bags a year. Compared to the Firewood merchants, that's pretty low numbers. So we have a load of regulars, including the one I'm going to now. And a lot of those regulars are little old ladies, and let's say some of them are a bit more vulnerable than others. And I want to make sure that I have enough to supply them all winter, even if it's a long winter. Now, I don't care if I have 20 bags left over at the end of the year. That doesn't matter, as long as I can keep my regulars warm. And at the right price, not being ripped off like some folks are at the moment, because apparently, because electricity's gone up, so is firewood. I'm not quite sure how the two are related, unless you're running a electrically powered logging machine or a processor. I mean, diesel has gone up a little bit, but not that much. So, anyway. So if you are thinking of ordering logs off me, if you're not an existing customer, and especially if you're nowhere local to me, then I'm afraid we're not going to supply you. We're just going to look after our local regulars. So this is the first of the day. It's 20 past 10, and I've literally just left the farm because the phone for tree work and firewood and enquiries about surveys, which I don't do any longer. We stopped doing tree surveys, or I stopped doing tree surveys about 4 years ago, and that was because the cost of the insurance, the professional indemnity insurance required for doing surveys, got to the point where it was so expensive that unless I was doing 4 or 5 surveys a week, it was never going to pay for itself. So we basically packed it in. Stopped it. I now pass all my survey work on to other people, and in return they pass the tree work from their surveys back to me, which as far as I'm concerned is a better deal, because that keeps 4 guys busy rather than just me, and I got enough to do without doing tree surveys. So there was a time when they were interesting, never really exciting, but interesting, but yeah, the cost of insurance soon took the shine off that. Anytime today. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bags to deliver today, which is reasonable. But if you think that's 7 bags out of 120, that's a fair old percentage, as you can imagine. So yeah, hence the reason I'm not taking any new customers. Come on then. That's been a blimmin' long day. It's 5:45. I've just stopped to go in and upload tonight's video, so that's ready to go. I've done all my logs I'm going to do for today. I've only got 2 bags left to do, which I can hopefully do tomorrow. But farm duties again. I don't know if they need it yet, but I'm taking a bale over for the young stock anyway. just in case. So I'd rather they had too much than not enough. Yeah, you can definitely see the night's drawing in now. And I can say it's, what, 10 to 6? All right, it's cloudy today, which isn't helping, but yeah, much darkness, and it's going to get worse. This is what we call Ian's grumpy season, because I end up sitting in a house that's too bloody hot because I live with a load of thin-skinned women. Oh, it's cold, I gotta light the fire, go put the heating on. Well, the heating's not on. I've kind of said, no, put my foot down with that. If they're cold, they can light the fire if they really have to. But and mother-in-law, well, I'll kind of let her off a little bit because she's old. One day I'm going to be old, and hopefully someone will let me off if I happen to be cold. So but she has her own heat source in her flat because we put the aircon in there. Aircon also produces heat, and I was reliably informed that you get 2 kilowatts value of heat out of every kilowatt of energy you put in. Something like that. Apparently it's quite efficient on the heating, so as long as the outside temperature isn't too cold, it does quite a good job. So I mean, as far as I'm concerned, outside temperature is lovely right now. Couldn't tell you what it is because I don't have a temperature gauge in here for outside, but it's what I call quite comfortable. What my wife would call cold. I'm sure a lot of you gentlemen, and indeed some of you ladies, will know exactly what I'm talking about. Venus and Mars. Anyway, this will be the first time I've seen the young stock today. I didn't actually see them yesterday at all either. Brother and father have been going around them in the mornings, taking the dog out for a walk, or at least they have been, because Dad's been going across the stubble ground because it means he hasn't got to get out of his buggy to look at him. But now it's been drilled, I'm not sure if he's going to be quite so keen to drive across it. So yeah, I might have got the job back again. Luckily I've got nothing else to do, he says, tongue in cheek. Go on. Go on. You know you want to. Well done, Mush. Thank you. They're pleased to see me. I reckon I timed that about right. Mind. Mind. That's it, get it away. Where is he? Can you see him? You're looking the wrong way. Look by the hedge. There he is, there. Rabbits. It's a bit bigger than a rabbit, I think it's hair. No, now I'm not so sure. Psst. Biscuit. Look, Biscuit. 2 rabbits down there. Go on, Biscuit. Biscuit, that way. Oi, no, Biscuit. Biscuit, that way. Oi, that way. Finally. Still haven't found it now. I expect there's rabbits all along this hedge and she can smell them wherever she is. It's just the ones I could see were 75 metres that way. 75 metres, 80 yards, whichever suits you, that way. Right, let's get this off, get this ring on, get home. There you go. Mind your noses. Mind your noses. Nose. Told you. Right, that's quite tight in there. That might take a bit of getting out. Wait. Bloody patience. Get in there. Right. Is that all of it? I think so. Right, let's go and chase some rabbits. That's where they were, sat right on that corner. Where's the rabbits? Where's the rabbits? Rabbits, find them out. Where's rabbits? Rabbits, find them out. She spotted, but it was too late. So made her happy though. Come on, you. Come on. Go on, let me go. Listen, rabbits. Where's the rabbits? Where are they? Where's the rabbits? Hey. Right, that's them sorted out for another few days. We're going home.